Michelle, do you have any fives?
What?
Fives.
What?
Fives.
Go fish.
Go what?
Go fish.
Okay.
Do you have any threes?
4?
3.
What?
3.
Oh, no, go fish.
Hello, and welcome to the Unlikely Heroes Academy. We hope you're ready to listen because of all this noise. It may be hard to hear.
When there's a lot of noise around us, it's actually really difficult to listen and hear the people around you, because I definitely heard you say 4.
I said 3. Oh, and just so you know, and that's how you create world peace.
Wow, looks like you really had a lot to say, but you want to know what helps me cut through all the noise? Our unlikely hero statements. Let's shout them out. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I believe what God says about me.
I believe that I'm strong because God is strong.
I believe that God's kindness is contagious.
I believe that God talks to me.
I believe that God's way is always the best way.
Oh, so this week we are going to be talking about number 4. I believe that God talks to me.
Huh. Oh, I wonder what God sounds like.
Well, let's listen.
Okay, there's no way I can hear God with all this noise around us.
No kidding.
All unlikely heroes report to the mission deck.
Oh, maybe our mission can teach us something.
Let's go to the elevator.
Nice.
Oh, this is my first mission. I am so excited.
Oh man, it's gonna be so awesome. Are you ready to get into our superhero suits?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Oh man, book girl, ready for action.
Marshall is on the case.
Mission commander, what is our mission?
This week's unlikely hero is Samuel. Before Samuel was born, his mother Hannah went to the temple to pray. She prayed until she could no longer make a sound. Then Eli sees her and thinks she is a crazy person, but she tells him that she was there to ask God for a son. So Eli said to her, "Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him." So then God gave Hannah a son, Samuel. She was so grateful that she gave her son to Eli to raise him. This is where the investigation begins. Samuel is growing up in the temple with Eli, and some interesting things happen. Find out how Samuel becomes this week's unlikely hero.
Awesome. I'm so excited for this mission.
All right, let's get going. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Okay, we made it.
We made it. If I can remember, this story is found in 1 Samuel chapter 3 and in pages 102 through 109 in the story.
Whoa, what's this?
That must be Samuel's coat.
Oh, wow.
For each year he spent at the temple, his mom would make him a new coat.
Oh, cool. Oh, while we're here, would you be able to teach me some spelling?
Yes, of course. What would you like to know how to spell?
Okay, I really want to know how to spell the word believe.
Okay. Now how do you think that we would spell it?
Okay. Well, obviously, you've got the B, and then it's E, E, L, E, A, V, E. Believe.
Okay, close. You have the right idea sounding it out.
Okay.
But this is how you would spell it. B, E,
All right, good. Yeah.
L,
Oh,
I,
what's an I?
E, V, E. Believe.
Oh.
Remember, I before E, except after C.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I can finally learn how to spell believe. Oh, and because we're at the temple, and could you teach me something else here?
Oh, would you look at the time? I think we should get some sleep and get back to the lessons in the morning.
Okay, well, good night.
Good night.
Got my nice pillow here. Just get to bed, and we'll go. Shoo, shoo.
Holly.
What? Oh, okay. Wow. That had to be Michelle. Michelle!
What?
Did you call me?
No, you're crazy. I was sleeping.
Oh, well, okay. It must have been a dream or something. I'm sorry. Okay, go back to bed.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Holly.
What? Okay, that had to be Michelle.
What?
You called me again, right?
I think it was God trying to talk to you. If he
Oh.
calls you again, say, "Speak, Lord, I'm ready to listen."
Okay.
This is surprising because God hasn't spoken in a long time. So be sure to respond.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Good night again.
Good night.
Sweet dreams. Count those sheep. Yeah, girl. Okay. Let's go to bed.
Holly.
Okay. Speak, Lord. I am ready to listen.
See, I'm about to do something in Israel that will make the ears of everyone who hears about it tingle.
Wow. Oh my gosh. God just spoke to me, and I'm just a kid. Okay, back to bed. Morning now.
So, did God speak to you?
He did. He really did speak to me.
What did he say?
Okay, so he said there was a new king coming, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to see who he is.
Well, I think we found everything we need. Let's head back to the academy. We've run out of time, so that's a mission for another week.
That's great. Okay, are you ready to be beamed back up?
Yeah.
Beam us up. Oh, okay. Whew, made it back.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, living in Samuel's shoes this mission made me realize that he was actually pretty young when God called out to him.
That's good news for any of you watching, because that means that if you're a kid, God can talk to you.
The difference between you and Samuel is that during this time in the Bible, when Samuel was growing up, God spoke only to a few people that he specifically chose to help him accomplish his missions, and he used them to speak to the entire nation of Israel. For you and I, though, Jesus changed everything. And because of Jesus, God can talk to anybody he chooses. Young or old, God can talk to you.
Okay. God can talk to you, and he can talk to us. If God is with us, but we can't see him, how do we hear him?
Well, in 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 10, it says, "Then God came and stood before him, exactly as before, calling out, 'Samuel, Samuel.' Samuel answered, 'Speak, I am your servant. I am ready to listen.'"
Oh, so getting ready to listen to God's voice is like strengthening a muscle then.
That's right. It takes practice and time to grow.
4.
Okay. Oh, man. You know what? If I had been a little bit more prepared, I think I actually would have caught that.
See, if you had been ready, or maybe even practiced a little bit more, you would have caught that football a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay, I would have. Sure.
To hear God, we can practice being ready by asking questions about God to grown-ups in our house, reading our Bible, listening to worship music, or seeing God in nature.
Remember when we played Go Fish earlier? It was so hard to hear you over all that noise. Like, I seriously thought you said 4. But it can be really, really loud sometimes, and it can get so loud that it can be hard to hear God. These distractions can cause us to lose focus on what's actually important.
The great thing about us learning how to become focused on God is that God is never distracted when it comes to listening to us. He is always ready and waiting to hear us talk to him. Unlike someone I know.
Oh, sorry, did you? Okay, wait, where were we? Oh, right. Okay, so this week, whether you're 5 years old or 500 years old, believe that God talks to you.
Isn't that this week's unlikely hero statement?
It is. I believe that God talks to me. Shout it out with us. You ready?
I believe that God talks to me.
All right, let's hit that pause button and talk about these 2 questions with the grown-ups at your house, and then maybe take on this week's challenge. So, question number 1, what is a way you can practice being ready to hear God?
Name something that is a noise or a distraction in your life.
And for this week's challenge, when you sit down for dinner, ask the question, what is God saying to me? guys, so for this week's challenge time, we have a fun game planned for us. So Michelle and I are going to be working a little bit on our communication skills and our listening skills. So Michelle has a bunch of pictures, and I have no idea at all what they are. And she's going to describe them to me, but she can't, say, oh, there's a house or oh, there's a dog. She has to kind of find unique and creative ways to explain it to me, and I'm going to try to draw it as best as I can. Now, I went to art school, but I didn't go to this kind of art school, so we'll see how well this goes. Are you ready, Michelle?
I'm ready. Are you
Okay.
ready?
I am so ready. All right, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
So let's start with a line that is kind of bumpy and goes along like the bottom of the page.
Okay.
And then somewhere along that line, let's do like a triangle-ish shape going up.
What? Uh-huh.
Now, on that triangle, there's gonna be some lines that are coming off of it, but yeah, lines coming off of it. Some
Okay.
thick lines coming off of it.
Thick lines. Oh man, might need a new marker here. Okay.
Okay, so once you got those, let's get a big lumpy circle going around like the top part of it.
Okay.
All right, and now on the triangle that's going up, let's get a swirl in the middle of it.
Okay.
And then above the big lumpy circle, let's do some like littler lumpy circles.
Okay.
All right, are you able to guess what it is?
Something from a dreamscape? I don't know. What? I have no idea what it is.
Well, it is a tree.
What?
As you can see, Holly's photo looks exactly like the photo I'm holding in my hands, right?
Very, very much so.
All right, are you guys ready for round 2? So, Holly, let's start with a circle off to the side of the page.
Okay, I can do that.
And now within that circle, there is going to be 2 smaller circles, one on each side.
Okay.
In those circles, again, there's going to be one smaller circle in each circle.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a circle in between the two smaller circles, but outside of like the other circles, you know?
Okay.
I'm great at explaining things.
Great, yeah.
And then we're going to do a half circle underneath that circle. Lots of circles in this one. So if you go back to the main circle, go to the very top, and I want you to do 2 swirlies off of it. All right, now attaching to the circle, you are going to make another half circle. Circles are the shape of the day. And then
Okay.
close off that circle.
So you just wanted me to make a full circle?
No, like close it off with a straight line.
Okay.
Okay. In that little shape that you just made, I don't know how to describe it, do 4 big circles, please. Along the straight line, I want you to do 4 little lines coming off of it.
Okay.
And now just draw a couple hearts.
Okay.
All right, so I have a really good feeling about this one. Are you
That's
ready, Holly?
great. Yeah, I'll do a reveal. Okay, ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Ta-da!
You know what? I think my ladybug's just upside down. Like he's just chilling. You know?
I think he's just taking a nap.
Yeah.
That's how ladybugs sleep, right?
Exactly. All right, guys. So obviously, Michelle and I need to work a little bit on our communication and maybe listening skills. But you guys can try this challenge at home with your friends, with your family members. See if you can do any better than we can. You can even share your results to our Trinity Kids Instagram. We would love to be able to share that with everyone. But that brings us to the end of today's video. So join us back next week. We'll be learning about a brand new unlikely hero. And until then, remember, we love you guys very much. Bye.
Hey Trinity Kids, welcome to Unlikely Heroes Week 4. We hope you're having so much fun playing with the things in your box, like this cool shooter thing. Pew! Oh man, that's so fun. I'm going to play with that more later. But first, I want to tell you all about May 22nd, experiences in your box. Now, all superheroes need a secret code, a way to communicate where other people don't know what. Think like this message will self-destruct kind of things, except we're not blowing anything up. However, we did create some spaces and some ways that you guys can write secret messages to your friends and your family. So follow the instructions on, of course, your lesson pack. And in K-3, you will see this square. You'll have a white crayon and a marker. Like, what the what? What do we do with that? So you are going to take your white crayon. You're going to write a message along in your thing. Take your marker, color over. And your secret message will appear underneath. Super fun, super cool. You can use all sorts of paper. You just need your white crayon and most likely a washable marker. So I would use the one in your bag first. Okay, guys? And write messages to your friends, your family. Give them the marker and say, figure it out. Now, for preteen, we created another way to write secret messages in this cool decoder. So you're going to see two things on your lesson activity pages like this. You're going to cut out the big circle, cut out the little circle, fasten them together with this little gold thing, okay? And then how you do the message, you'll see an example on here for you guys to figure it out. So if my rotation number is 14, I'm going to line up the inner circle to 14 here with the A. Just like that. And now you will see that an A becomes an O. All right. So if I wanted to write a hero, an H would become a T. We also included a paper clip in your bag to help you hold it together once you have created a thing. So create a message, follow the instructions on your lesson pack, take the code to a friend, a family member, and give them this. You tell them the secret code, like the rotation number, tell them that number, and see if they can solve your puzzle. Down here, I give you an example to try and solve one first. I hope you guys are enjoying all the things we have for you in the boxes this month. And you know what? Don't forget the discussion questions. Find a grown-up, someone in your house, a friend at recess, and talk about all the things that makes you guys unlikely heroes and part of God's big story. We'll see you next week.